The quarter horse is a very popular breed of horse because they're usually very quiet, like Ripley is, very amenable to whatever you want to do with them. And they're very versatile. They can do many, many, many different things. Ripley is a wonderful trail horse. Mrs. Simmons rides this horse all the time on trails. And her daughter also rides this horse in competition or shows. She was on the Milford equestrian team, and this horse was her horse on the equestrian team. So the animal is very, very versatile. But there are many, 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 many breeds of horses, and they all have their own quirks and personalities and abilities. But the quarter horse is a good, general, well-balanced, versatile horse. Now, what I thought I would do here is to maybe give you an example of how I might be called out by Mrs. Simmons because Ripley isn't feeling well. So Mrs. Simmons would call my office in the morning and say, Ripley's not doing well. And I would say, well, how do you know he's not doing well? Well, he didn't eat his dinner last night, and he's kind of picking at his food this morning. So we know the horse isn't eating, and when a horse doesn't eat, there's something wrong. Horses eat they live to eat, not eat to live. So they're always eating. They eat continuously. In the wild, when they're out on pasture, they're eating probably 20 out of 24 hours, constantly. So when they don't eat, then we know that there's something probably wrong with the horse. So I would tell Mrs. Simmons, I'll be out in about 45 minutes and we'll take a look at Ripley. So I know Ripley. Now, Ripley's perfectly normal today, but I know Ripley, and I could kind of take a look at him and I say, yeah, he does look a little depressed, a little dull. Maybe his eyes are not quite as bright as they should be. So what would I do here? What would be my first thing as a veterinarian? Number one thing I would do is take the horse's temperature. All right, so I'll kind of show you how we take the temperature. We don't take the temperature in their mouth or on their forehead with a scanner. We take the temperature in the rectum. That may sound kind of gross, but it's the best way we know how to do it. So we use a digital thermometer, just like you might use at home, same thing, but we insert it in the rectum. And Mrs. Simmons will hold the horse so that it won't get kicked, hopefully, right?
Yes.
Okay. So this is not usually dangerous, but if you walk up beside the horse, you don't want to stand directly behind the horse like this, because I can get kicked in this position. So I usually stand to the side, like so, grab the tail, lift the tail, insert the thermometer in the rectum. Now this is digital, so it's kind of counting. Ripley's temperature is 99.2. The normal temperature of a horse is an easy number to remember. Remember 100. Now it can vary from 99.5 to 100.5, but 100 is an easy number to remember. Now, if that temperature is elevated, let's say the temperature is 102. Well, then I know something's wrong. There's obviously probably some kind of infection going on in the horse in order to elevate the temperature. Other things that can elevate a horse's temperature would be if I just checked him after he had been ridden for an hour, hour and a half, his temperature might be up. Or if it was an extremely hot day and he was out in the sun, his temperature might be up. But first thing in the morning, coming out of the stall, it should be normal. So 100 is the number to remember as far as temperature is concerned. And that's the number one thing that veterinarian will usually do or ask if the owner has done that. And I encourage my owners to have a thermometer on hand so that when I call, first question I'm going to ask, does he have a temperature? All right. Eye reflexes. Now it's going to be hard to demonstrate that outside here, but we use a light like so, and I would shine the light in the horse's eye. I'm not sure that's going to show. But what the eye should do is the pupil of the eye should shut down. You walk out from the dark room into a lit room, your pupil will do the same thing. If it doesn't do that, then I also know something else is wrong with the horse. So I always check the eyes. First thing, I check the temperature. Second thing, I check the eyes. I do the same thing every time I look at a horse so that I don't forget anything. So I check the eyes. Third thing I would do would be to check his pulse. There's a couple of ways you can do that. The easiest way is there's an artery right here on his jaw. It takes a little while to find that artery, much like it's sometimes hard to find the artery